and they continue into adulthood, and it is our responsibility as contributing members of society to learn a lesson from what life is trying to teach you. Every person has to let their attitude mold them into who they are today because of the way that they have chosen to respond to the lessons learned. When I was growing up, we had a very strict family. Every day we lived on a 40-acre rural farm in Texas. And there was animals to feed, there was the landscape to tend to, gardens. It's just a constant list of chores that was never ended. And every day that we woke up at 5:45, my dad was ex-military, extremely strict, and everything was assigned a time limit. Everything was given, okay, you have 45 minutes to complete this task. So 5:45 is when the day started. We'd wake up and we would have to get dressed, clean your room, make your bed. Go and do your hair, go and do your makeup because you represent this family and you're not leaving the house looking like a slob. Be at the table, it is time to eat breakfast, we did a Bible study, clean up your mess, get down to the bus stop. If you missed the bus, you would spend the day at home doing chores. There was not any missing the bus. And academic excellence was mandatory. If I brought home less than an 88, I got a butt busting. I mean, I was getting whoopings when I was a senior in high school. I mean, there was no room for deviating from my dad's rules. Simple as that. Every day was a new day to be a good example. You're the oldest of 3 kids, it's your job to be a good example for them. So, and all of my siblings and I were grown. I'm the oldest. We were raised by the same parents, had the same set of rules, same guidelines, same restrictions, same policy was in place for all of us. Myself and my younger sister, we have grown up, we have kids, we both work full-time, we both go to school full-time. You take care of your kids, you take care of the house, you take care of your husband. My middle sister didn't learn the same lesson that my younger sister and I did. She took the lessons that life has taught her and she made a crutch, and she refuses to take responsibility for any of her actions. She refuses to be held accountable. Anything bad that happens to her is somebody else's fault. And she's resentful. She's, never taken responsibility for anything. Who we are as adults is a direct result of how we choose to respond to life's lessons. Life is not a mold. I didn't have the same childhood that Casey had. I didn't have the same childhood as Miss Anna. We all come from different backgrounds. What we choose to do with what we are given is our own choice. I mean, you can have someone that's pushing you and they are going to have your best interest at heart, even though you may not see that at the time. If you don't ever have anybody that pushes you, then you do not know what you're completely capable of. So you can allow life's lessons to make you bitter, you can allow life's lessons to make you better, and the choice is completely up to you. Every person has a unique set of trials and tribulations, and it's your responsibility to take your lessons, become a better individual. Each person has to let their attitude mold them into who they are today because of the choices that they've made. Thank you.